Good morning, Dapplings, and welcome back to Graveyard Keeper, and to a fresh day, Pride Day, as it happens. Not that we can do a whole lot with Pride Day just yet, but I suppose we are going to have to go and say hello to our boss at some point. Now, first and foremost, thank you so much for the people in the comments, because I completely forgot. I was thinking I'm going to need a way of transporting this water from one place to the next, to and fro. No, I don't. I just need to go to the well, and I get buckets out of the well, because this is not just a well of water, it is a well of buckets of water, specifically. I just lower a rope with a hook on the end, and I just have to kind of latch it onto one of the free floating buckets at the very bottom. Ah, marvelous times. Now let's drop those off. Now, how much water am I going to need to make any of the wonderful, wonderful things? Actually, we need to go and check over here. Right. No, that's 3. Oh, wait. I seem to recall one other thing. It's all coming back to me, slowly but surely. There we go. Perfect. Right, now I can drop this off. There we go. Alright, so we can make stupid amounts of dough, frankly. Let's go ahead and make stupid amounts of dough then. Dunk. This is going to be our first bit of the day. Look, we need food, alright? It's hungry work being a graveyard keeper. Especially hungry work when everyone and their dog and their inexplicably talking skull has jobs for me to do. There we go. Drop that off there. Now, what can I make with you wonderful things? Well, I can just make some straight up bread. I mean, you know, it's not terrible, I suppose. Let's go ahead and make all of that if we can. Clonk. There we go. Marvelous. Now, with that done, that's going to take its sweet time to finish off. What can we work on next then? Well, let's have a quick gander. Are there many things that we need to build here? I mean, we don't need any of the stockpiles just yet. A stone cutter would not be a bad idea, though, especially to be able to build the repair kits. So we're going to need one more nail. Is there another nail down below, I wonder? Because there should be 1 or 2 more things I can break down. We might be super lucky. We might get a nail out of this. No nail there. What about you? Yes. Fantastic. All right. Now, before I get too ahead of myself, let's have a quick look. Am I going to need that to unlock the anvil? Because the anvil will allow us... Oh, well, actually, no. The wooden anvil will allow us to make nails, and that is where we're going to want to be. So let's go ahead, unlock the wooden anvil, and then have a quick gander in here. To make the wooden anvil, 2 hinges, of which I only have 1. Most dissatisfying. Shockingly dissatisfying, actually. Well, we'll also need wooden billets as well. I wonder where else I can get hinges from, though. Maybe I can decommission a trunk or just buy hinges. I imagine it's going to be a case of me being able to buy hinges. That's going to be where I put my money at the very least. Either way, we're going to need them, so we're going to have to go and get them. That's all there is to it, really, on that one. Now, I do need a bunch of wedges to fix the arches, but honestly, we can just get those later. Right now, I just want oodles of firewood so that we can fuel our furnaces and our... Ooh, there we go. I need to go and get that right away rather than waiting. Otherwise, we are going to allow it to decay needlessly. And then I'll just drop those off. Off we go. Now, as someone was rather cheekily, but 100% accurately pointing out in the comments, yes, as much as I recall putting that chest there and using it to... we'll take out the blood and we'll take out the fat. Well, we also do need the skulls, so I guess we're going to take a lot of these. It's only a 3-skull corpse, good or bad. But as much as I was... Oh, damn it. Quite often would leave tools and such in that trunk that I drew specific attention to. More often than not, I would leave my tools in there and then need them somewhere else. So, yeah, it's a double-edged sword, having somewhere that I can put things until I need them later, because I quite often don't know when I'm going to need them later, which is a little bit of a pain. Well, I should have waited. I should have taken the skull out first. That was a bit of silly on me. Oh, well, I mean, you know what? This is at least a body to fill that hole. So let's go and fill that hole with it. It's slowly coming back to me. Slowly coming back to me. I don't at the moment recall... not now, my son. Or rather, not now, my son. But it is slowly coming back to me how I'm going to need to take care of corpses, especially later on when I have the means to make quite a few interesting amendments to the body. I recall there is a very specific way that you're going to want to change a corpse to get the most out of it. Like, for example, there, blood and fat removed can turn a red skull into a white. I should have removed the skull first and then maybe been able to get a 4 white skull out of that, but alas. Right. I can make a wooden marker. I would use up one of my precious nails, which I am less inclined to do, if I'm perfectly honest. Can I interact with that? No, I can't. Okay, well, I'll just leave that here then. Now, let's grab up all that bread. Fantastic. Let's go drop off what we need down here. So, all of the blood and gore and bits and bobs, they can all live in there. Now, getting through here is exactly the same, so 10, 2, and 4. Yeah, we've got a fair bit ahead of us to do, unfortunately. But we're out of energy, and we are moving on to Lust Day. Let's go ahead and just allow our energy to fully restore, and then we will head back out. I think we're going to be going to town. We're going to be selling off some things, hopefully buying at least one hinge, I believe. I'm so refreshed. Good. This is much nicer without him at the graveyard. And yes, I read all the comments that I could have used a different corpse and it would have been fine, but I didn't, so... I'm still so sad, though. I'm so lonely. I was bad when I was alive. I should have been a better person. What do you mean? We're dead, but we still deserve some respect. Oh, fine, I'll tell you. Each corpse is a soul's vessel. It bears the mark of his life. Sins are red and good deeds are white. Even the best decorations can't make a graveyard a peaceful place when it's full of... I see. I'm not sure that I understand what you're talking about. I mean, I do, but apparently I don't. I'm sure you don't. Ha ha. You're better. You better take good care of the graveyard. I'll be watching you. I can't do anything. I'm so sad. All human remains have their own unique spiritual attribute. A corpse gets red and white skulls from its body parts. You can change a corpse's red and white skull balance by removing organs and embalming. The main way to increase your graveyard's, stature is to decorate graves with objects that have more laurels. Each line that has both a white skull and a green laurel counts as one prestige. We'll call it prestige. Lines that have red skulls never count, but you need to fill them with laurels to reach the white lines. I mean, it's very, very frustrating, but it also makes this game shockingly fun. Do we have enough to unlock it? We do. Very much do. I mean, I'm all down for grabbing these, perhaps. Though before we get to that, I'm going to be saving up for this. That being said, though, no, we won't be going for those yet. The grave markers, though, that will be immediately useful to us, so we'll definitely grab those. Okay, let's go ahead and grab a little bit of stuff from out here. Now, with that tech, can I make anything better here? No. Such a tragedy, but oh well. Let's go ahead. Well, actually, I'll bring the metal with me for now. I'll even bring the firewood, you know. Just on the off chance we can do something good with it. We might be able to. We might be able to. Okay, off to town we go. Donkey! Poop. Okay, I need to get everything done in town. Rather sharpish. Before rushing back to meet Donkey. Okay, that was not planned. Also, while I'm here, you know, sure. I will help myself to some berries. There we go. Fresh berries for me. Yoink. All of them, please. Double yoink. Perfect. Right. Can I purchase hinges from you? And how much will they cost? If I can. Now, let's have a quick trade. Okay, not too much. I forget how many I needed, but we'll grab 2. I will sell you some firewood. All of it. There we go. Can I grab an extra one? Sure. Thunk. There we go. Well, actually, no. We'll pop one of those back. There we go. That'll do. Thank you very much. That should be all we need. I believe we had 1, and we needed 3. We'll have to double check. Of course, I can just sell my grave, my burial certificate, and we will. By the time we get back, that corpse is going to be completely messed up. Oh. Shaluba duba wawa. Yeah, so about that. Let's quickly have a trade. Please and thank you. I could buy the teleport stone at this point, and it probably is well worth my purchase. Yes, okay. Now I'm broke again, but it's fine. It's fine. All things in time. Hello. Hi. What do you want? I'm a graveyard keeper, and I want to ask you some questions. I see. You know how many times a day I hear that same mumbling? I have no time for you, little man. Come back when you have more faith in yourself. But... Ciao! Hail, friend. Can I have a moment? You can have a few if you want. What did Miss Charm tell you? Literally to go away. Ah, always so classy. She would never talk to just anyone. I'm not just anyone, I'm the local graveyard keeper. Soon to be prior of the local church. How primitive. I'm a well-known poet in certain small circles. My name is Wagner. One day I'll read my poem to her, and then we'll... But first, I need to write it, and I am catastrophically out of paper and ink. Maybe you can get me some? You've unlocked the new technology and got a perk journalist. You notice the little things about people. Put these things together and you have a story. Sometimes you can get stories from dialogues. Okay. Ask where to find paper and ink. You may have some of it in your church, or you can make it. I'm just not used to manual labor, but a skillful man such as yourself can surely do it easily. Also, you could get some from the old Astrologer. He used to go to the lighthouse every sloth day. He was my supplier before we had this ridiculous fight. Okay. Ask about the old Astrologer. He's old and mad, whereas I've been studying for almost 3 years at the town university. Can you believe he turned out to be an idiot? He told me that the earth is round. What nonsense. Yep, it's as flat as a pan. This astrologer must be the smartest man around. Maybe he'll be able to help me get back home. About the lighthouse. It's off a cliff to the east of the village. It hasn't seen active use for a while. Bless the dead horse for staying open. One day I'll write a poem about this place. Maybe even a couple of lines about you. Okay. Well, on that note, goodbye. I've got to get back to that corpse, which is no doubt rotting in the sun. It's so hard to keep a body fresh in this land for some strange reason. It might take days for a corpse to really start to decay in the real world, but here, no, just a few callous moments left unattended where it's just being dumped on the side of the road, probably in a muddy puddle. Thanks, Comrade Donkey. 89%? My lord. I wasn't even away for half a day, or maybe half a day. Maybe literally just half a day. Now I can't even help with that part. Damn it. Oh well, I'll still have the skull though. Yoink. You're not going to be needing it. There we are. And next we'll take out the blood. It's all coming back to me. This is an opportunity for me to remember how autopsying works. And then the fat. There we go. Get rid of all of these yucky bits that you don't need anymore. That'll just make the corpse look worse. I mean, it's still a 3-skull corpse, technically. I mean, that's not too bad. But not exactly what we need either. Now, have I not unlocked journalism? I thought we had unlocked journalism. Oh, is it perhaps just a perk? Yes, there we are. It is a perk. Very well, very well, very well. Okay, well with that then, Next up, we're going to need to get a proper anvil. Then we can get some proper tools as well. We can even get some proper armor besides. But yeah, it's going to take us a little bit to get to all of that. Is there anything else we can get on here? Yeah, we can still get that, but that's about it. Okay, well, it's going to be a bit of time. It's going to be a bit of time before we get everything sorted. I will, I guess I could put that corpse in the ground. I mean, yeah, it's not awful. It's awful, but it's not ultra awful. It's still a 3 white skull corpse. It's still potentially better than that corpse, I think. Right, let me get another grave dug up. Can't fit it there, unfortunately, because these are in a bit of a weird setup, but it'll do. Early on, I'm just going to put whatever corpse I've got into the ground, if I can, unless it's absolute garbage. But, you know, 3+, I'll consider that a decent enough corpse. Later on, once we're actually starting to get the really high-end corpses, I'll start filling those in from the other end of the graveyard, so I know what's what, where's where. And then later, we'll exhume and replace all of the bad corpses. We will slowly get this graveyard properly set up. I mean, in the last playthrough, we just kind of flew by the seat of our pants kind of thing. Whereas this time, I'm going to be a little bit more methodical about it. I certainly hope to have a wonderful graveyard setup, if we can by the end. Maybe a fully decorated graveyard. I'm not actually sure what the maximum possible graveyard prestige is, but it's probably up in the like 1,300 sort of area, I imagine. Let's grab you. I'll get a little bit of fried mushroom on the go. No, let me get my mushrooms. There we go. Fine, I'll chop down the tree first then. Apparently I'll grab the mushroom first. Whatever, game. Right. Let's get you over here. Almost got everything set up that we need. Alright, let's have a look at this anvil then. There we go. Oh, we actually only needed one. Never mind then. I could pop it there, and I may have enough room for the proper anvil above it then. We'll see. Let's go ahead and plonk that one right there. Now, with that, we should be able to make plenty more nails, plenty more iron parts. Fantastic. Now, just to refresh my memory. Oh, actually, as well. Yeah, that's not too bad, I suppose. I do need to get the rest of the firewood done, so I may as well do that while I'm stood here. Got plenty of food. So at this point, really, it's sleeping when I want to sleep, more than anything else. Not enough resources? What? What are you talking about? It's a lie. What? Did I take the wood? Oh, I must have. Okay, well, fair enough then. Okay, let's pop this in here. Go ahead and fuel you as much as we can. That'll do very nicely. Also, I need to set up my can I not have that down here? Apparently I can't. Apparently I can't add that to my inventory. That's a little bit of a pain in the bum, but alright. Guess I just use that when I want to. I do forget how the teleport stone worked, though I believe it's got something like a day's cooldown or something along those lines. Right, let's drop off. Yeah, I kind of want that up here, actually. Drop all of that in there. We're actually starting to collect a decent amount of food there. It should be pretty good when the time comes. All of the corpsey bits can live down here, though. The whetstone, definitely don't need that in my inventory. I can leave that here without any real concern. Same for the burial certificates, and I'll take those out when I need to. Next up, then, we're going to need some logs, I think. Well, we've got one log, but let's go ahead and chop that into a wooden billet. Then I can finish off the order over here. There we go. And that will be the last of my energy for the day. There we are. Wooden wedges. I can break up the wooden items there. That's actually pretty cool. Is this a repeat task now? Oh, it is. Never mind. We'll just take that task out. There we go. That's an interesting addition. I'm not quite sure how to make use of that one properly. Now, I can just snooze through Gluttony Day. There is... I'm somewhat tempted to. That said, let's drop off a little bit of extra fuel over here, though. Actually, I need to drop off a lot of fuel since I use each one of those. There we go. We shouldn't have to worry about that for a little bit. I will go ahead and have a quick snooze. Now, again, we're in no particular rush to get through all of the different parts of the game. Right now, previously, it wasn't entirely clear whether you needed to get stuff done at a certain time or not, but you've got all the time in the world to do this in whatever particular order you want to do it in. So we can enjoy the experience, I think. Let's have a look. Right, so 4 simple iron parts, 2 wooden planks. Now, that's going to require a carpentry bench, I think. Crafted at a circular saw, Carpenter's Workshop, a Carpenter's Workshop 2. The wooden wedge is easy enough. All right. Let's go and have a quick look at that. Carpentry bench. Where would I get that, though? No, it's not in there. That's smithing, sorry. Woodworking, there we are. Okay, so we just need a little bit more manual skill. That shouldn't be too hard. That being said, let's go ahead and set up 4 of these. Sure. Let's go ahead and grab that one. Tunk. That's all we need. We're going to need some wedges as well. Actually, let's get 2 sets so that I can remove both blockages in one go. There we are. And then another set of simple iron parts. Glorious. Okay, let's drop these off for now. Don't need to be carrying these around with us. Right. Now we're going to go and mostly chop down some trees, I think. Okay, we have worked tirelessly through the rain. We now have 20 manual skill. Plonk. There we go. Alright. Now, with this, we can build the Carpenter's Workbench. Have a quick look at what we're going to need for that. We've already got everything we need for it. We can pop it right there. Now, do we want it right there, though, is the question. I wouldn't mind it, actually. Sure. Let's pop it there, then. It shouldn't take us too long to finish this off. And then we need a couple of wooden planks. I forget how much, though. Damn it. I think it was 2 wooden planks. Yeah, so 4 wooden planks in total. It looks like Snake is already down there. Right, so 2 wooden planks then. How do we make these? Oh, just flitch. Very well. Very nice. So we should be through all of that at the end of the night. And we're just moving into Envy Day. Everything is proceeding as planned. Only it wasn't planned. Only I need another one of those. Damn it! Okay, let me quickly go and do that one. A light snack. Is this midnight? We'll call it midnight. A light midnight snack, followed by a slightly less light midnight snack. And finally, let's dig on down. Now, this is going to take us a little bit of time, unfortunately. Thankfully, we've got enough food easily to be able to do it. Now, you don't need to go through both at all. But we're going to, just because we can. Dunk. I'll also scarf down some more bread. Now, hopefully, I'm not burning time that I can talk with Snake, because we might be. Really? There we go. Hello.
Hold still. Who are you?
I'm the graveyard keeper and prior of this church.
Mind your business. I have a dagger and I'll gladly use it.
Only trying to threaten him. I mean, try to convince him. I'm going to have to open the church for that one. Try to threaten him. You may have a dagger, but I have a sword.
Okay. You should know I fight like a beast to the death. Or rather, I'm ready to die. And you?
On the one hand, he looks dangerous, but on the other hand, I'm definitely not ready to become a murderer yet. I won't fight you, but stay away from my property here.
I have no use for rotten flesh and old books.
Only we both know that's not really true. Okay, now I'm going to need a wooden beam. That's made by a circular saw, so that's entirely out of my reach until we have access to the church. It is a bit of a pain in the bum, but it's fine. We'll make do. I could make extra trunks, but I've no real need for that just yet. Do we have anything? Well, you know what? I could easily get some baked mushrooms going. And with that, let's pop to bed. Now, this bread will last us for a little while, but we don't want to rely too heavily on it. There we go. I'm so refreshed. Also, I've got fried mushrooms. Or baked mushrooms, rather. I guess they were made in an oven, that makes sense. Alright, let's go ahead and check out what we can check out. Now, in terms of technologies... Sure, transplanting. Place for the berry bush, and place for the apple tree. Unlock. Do I have enough? Yes, I do. I'll also go for beekeeping. Create honey. Gathering beeswax. Marvellous. Right. Place for the berry bush. I need peat, and I need a berry seedling. Now, getting peat up and running, we actually probably should go visit the merchant reasonably soon. Now, we've missed this chance at Gluttony Day, but shouldn't be too far in the future that we can take care of that. Can I get better wood cutting? No, not yet. Alright. Well, while we're waiting then, let's have a quick look. This requires 2 pieces of stone and 3 iron parts for this. If we get that opened up, that would actually be a pretty big help for us. Because we're not going to have to rush down here, because Donkey will leave the corpses just, you know, out rotting in the sun. So, we're going to need a stone cutting area as well, aren't we? Just some flitch. Easily enough done. Just this will do. Also, while I'm here, let's go ahead and get the last ironing got done as well. Stone cutter, I mean, it's not the best positioning, but... how much is a trunk? A trunk is only 3, so I could easily fit a trunk alongside this, but let's give ourselves plenty of room. Sure, I'll pop it just down below there. I don't want to put it too close to the well. Now, odds are, in the future, we're going to move all of this around. But for now, this will have to do. Yep. Right, piece of stone. We can make some nice things now. We can make the stone repair kit. Oh, we're going to need clay for that one. That's a bit of an annoyance. But we can get some gravestones at the very least. And sure, why not? We're always going to need them. Now, of course, you know, right now I'm willing to work up through the lower levels of it. But later on, we're going to need to do a fair bit more work for getting the really nice graves. Oh, there goes all of my mushrooms. Now, can we make the area for the fence? Yes, we can. Marvelous. All right. Another corpse. This is why we want to allow Comrade Donkey to just dump them into the morgue. Now let's go and have a look at what is to do about you. Not a terrible corpse, all things considered. Well, you know, meat's meat. You're not using it anymore. It'd be rude of me to waste it. Yoink. Okay, so this is only going to be a 3 corpse because we've taken off something that it needed. But that's fine. It's perfectly fine. A 3 corpse is still good. There we are. And, of course, yeah, because we took out the flesh, that's added a red skull. Alas. It's a 2 corpse now. Now, the body parts may, like, it's just a lottery on what would be good here versus what might not be. We'll still bury it. It's fine. It's okay. And later on, we'll cook some delicious, delicious noms. Recycled noms, the best kind. Recycled people are honestly the best people. They give of their flesh so that others may continue to live. How noble. There we go. And you can go live in there. Yoink. There's going to be a -1, but that's fine. Damn. Can I fix this right now? Can I use it? No. No. Okay, well, Well, I mean, the wooden repair kit, we've used it on these tiles, I suppose. So, sure, let's go ahead and fix these. That's right, I remember now. There we go. Might as well do both of these while I've got them. And this one as well. Yoink. You can have one of these nice gravestones. Yep. Let's get you. I could just tear out the other ones, but I'll leave them there for now. There's not much that we can do to make this particular grave look any better. That is as good as that grave's going to be, and it'll be the same for the other one as well. Now, I don't know if it decays while it's open like that. Odds are it probably does. So we want to get that repaired as quickly as we possibly can. Now then, let's go ahead and repair. Oh, there we go. Okay, craft. There we go. Done, and indeed done. Now, just on the off chance, like I said, that it's just going to slowly decay even further while it's in an open grave. Let's go and see that off. I mean, after all, they did donate their flesh to the hungry of the tavern. Not to me, you understand? No. To the tavern. There we go. Alright, we'll leave that as it is for now. I guess we could actually drop off the headstone over here, though. Sure, let's pop that in there. But I guess flesh removal is going to have to be reserved for the corpses that I don't feel that I can get a particularly good corpse out of. If they can't make my graveyard amazing, they can at least make some people's bellies feel better. Waste? No, what? No. I believe we can get clay just down there. So we can get some more. In fact, can I get clay from here? No. I might need some better technology to be able to gather clay. That'd be a bit of a pain, but oh well. I just need a little bit more in terms of the metal hinges. Should be able to take care of that. Just in case we need them for the downstairs as well. I'll get all of this done here. Now, as quickly as I can, I'd like to get some pallets in the morgue so that we can just allow the corpses to stack up down there. We don't have to immediately strip them of parts and then just do whatever we can with them. We can start being a bit more picky. Let me just check. How much do we need for a pallet? Okay, so 4 nails and some flitch. Not too difficult. Okay, let's get this done. Going through my food a little bit faster than I would like, but can't be helped. Okay. And that should allow Comrade Donkey to have a much easier time with things. Now, I need to get to bed because, yeah, you can't abuse the system too heavily. You can go like a day, but eventually, Sandman's going to come calling, and you do need to get yourself to bed. Pretty good day's work so far, I would say. So far, I'm fairly happy with it. Now, if we were to pop into town and purchase some more cooking ingredients, that might not be a bad idea. That might not be a bad idea at all, actually. To that end, I'm going to keep that on me for now. We'll drop that off, drop all of these off as well. I'm going to need the flitch, and I'm going to need some nails. Let's go ahead and get rid of both of these logs as flitch. Now, we haven't even gone and said anything at all to the Astrologer, so we'll probably do that shortly. So once it turns Sloth Day, we'll head over and say hi. There we go. Right, with that, we should be able to set up a pallet. Now, we still need to be here to put the... Well, I don't strictly need to be here, but we still need to come and deliver the corpse to the pallet for it to really get the kind of preserving effect of being down there. I mean, just being in the morgue will help a little bit, just because it's not outside in the baking sun. But being on the ground does not keep the corpse particularly well. Can I grab that mushroom as well? Thank you very much. There we go. Let's go and get 1 or 2 of them set up. Right, pallet. That will do, I suppose, unless I can fit 2. Or I can fit 2 over there. But I like the idea of having shelving around these areas, so let's go with the 1 or 2 here instead. I think that would be ideal. We'll leave plenty of room for us to wander around them. Okay. Now, Comrade Donkey will only deliver corpses when we've actually got room for the corpses. So we have now increased our corpse storage capacity. So Comrade Donkey is going to start bringing a lot more bodies our way. That is both a good and a bad thing. May as well grab this stone while I'm here. There we go. And the berries on the way, and the mushrooms on the way as well. Not that we're actually eating the berries yet, but we will start wanting them. If we can get up to muffins fairly quickly, and that's going to be one of the best bang for buck foods that we can produce. Or at least I seem to recall muffins being a big thing. Actually, how long will it take us to repair this? I've got to claim the property, never mind. So that, yeah, we're going to have to talk with the merchant before we can do any farming. But we do want to get to that fairly quickly because of the peak requirement for almost everything that we want to do. Ah, the Sweet Horse Tavern. The first time I came down here, I totally didn't forget that which side was my inventory and which side was the chest's inventory, like I prophesized I would. No, that never happened. Not even once did I come here without the stuff I wanted to trade. Never. It's never, even in the first series, it never happened once. Not once. No. Moving on with the rest of our day and our lives, never to speak about this moment ever again. We go to speak with the Astrologer. Oh my lord! It's like talking about it made it happen. I blame you in the comments. Absolutely wouldn't have happened if you hadn't reminded me that it happened all the time before. Yep, all on you. Now then, let's go and say hello to the Astrologer. Oh, I love the water effect. I think I liked the water effect before as well. Okay. Now then, there are apples down here. Oh, marvelous. Can I gather the apples? I would very much like to gather the apples. No, I can gather the stone, though. I mean, not what I was trying to gather, but I'll accept, I guess. Ha! Apples. Marvelous. Truly, nature's bounty. No? Oh, fine, okay. I'll take the stone as well. Can I get some more apples? No? Yes. 2 apples on the ground equals apples for me. Perfect. Okay. Well, with that knowledge acquired, we will hopefully be able to talk with the Astrologer now. And then, perhaps even open up another quest. Hello. Hi. Are you the Astrologer? I used to be. Now I'm more of a lost soul in this dead-end world. I'm the new graveyard keeper, and seems I need your help. Everyone needs something, except me. Knowledge brings only sadness, young man. You seem pretty happy. Your trivial needs are meaningless to me. So there's no way you can help me? Let me see. You're looking after the graveyard. Yes? Psst. Quiet. Excuse me while I stroke my epically long beard. Bring me a skull. It's pretty illegal, but who cares about that stupid Inquisitor's law? If only I'd remembered. The talking one? Jerry? He's kind of my friend. I don't think it would be appropriate. Why am I telling him about a talking skull? No, I just need a simple skull from any old dead body. But now I know there's a talking skull. I want that one instead. At least that's what I would have said if I was the astrologer.
Holy mackerel, boy. You look like someone who desires to be part of the magic world of fishing.
I don't know much about fishing.
Lucky you. I know a whole lot about fishing. It's so relaxing, and it can be pretty profitable. Plus, fish are really tasty.
Sounds great. I'm in.
Smart choice, boy. I'll provide you with everything you need and teach you how to cook fish.
Okay. All I need is a rod. Do you have one you can give me?
That I do, my boy. I have an old one, but I'm not just handing it over as a gift. I'll ask you to bring me some moths. They're good as bait, but you can only catch them at night, and I can't hardly make out anything when it's dark.
Very well. I'd like to learn how to cook fish. Can you show me how you do it?
You can always just grill it, but personally I like to slice it and fry the slices in oil. Then just pop fish sticks in your mouth.
Very well. Baked fish, fish soup, and fish nuggets.
And you know what else? When you eat fish, you start to think like a fish. All good fishermen always eat a lot of fish.
Yeah, right. Alternatively, I could just straight up buy a fishing rod. Oh yes, of course. As you trade with them and raise your reputation, they'll allow you to get to other ways. That's actually pretty cool. All right. Well, I'm not going to pass up the opportunity to nab some extra berries while I'm here. Just go and grab those as well. This is a long journey, you know, and I'm not going to come by this way too often. I wish I could tend that farm. Seems remarkably sad to me that I can't. Unless I can, and I just forget. Maybe I can. Let's grab all of you. Now, I've got a little bit of cash in my pocket, I believe. Have I got a little bit of cash in my pocket? I do. I've got three shiny silver coins. Maybe I will purchase something useful, like more dough. That will probably be the best use. So, visiting the mill is likely to be the best place for me to spend my hard-earned. There are other things I could grab, like eggs and the likes. I could chat with this fella down here. As I recall, you're a bit of a wild one. This guy must be crazy.
You think I'm crazy?
No, I don't think that. Did I say that out?
I'm just trying to stay positive. And I know what truly matters.
Like what?
Do you think he can understand? No, Dick, he won't, because he can't see. Okay, then I'll tell him a sweet lie. The only thing that matters are peace and herbs and nice, sweet things. Sweet like honey. Bring me some honey and I'll teach you how to make a cake. Cake is the best.
I'm not sure what kind of cake you'd teach me how to make. I could pick up some eggs, perhaps. Fresh eggs. You've unlocked a new technology and got omelets and fried egg. That sweet, sweet egg technology. Well, I could get a couple of eggs, I suppose. I've got enough cash. Sure, alright then. Clunk. The more you buy, the more they cost, as you can probably tell. Supply and indeed demand. Now, I'll also need some milk if I want to bake anything particularly nice, but not entirely certain on that one. Now, I can sell each bread for 8. I believe I get 2 loaves from a piece of dough and a couple of bits of dough from each bit of wheat and water. I am going to need to consider the cost involved in making bread to sell, but it might work out. Greetings, this mill is broken, sorry. You sound pretty chipper for someone who's apologizing. If you need something milled, you'd better go to the town. That's too bad, but I have nothing to mill. I live at the graveyard. Keeper, nice to meet you. I have some old reserves you may find useful. Sure. Yes, I think I would like all of it. Well, no, I do not. You've got far more than I thought. I was looking at the prices, the amount that I had to sell. That is absolutely not the case. I will buy 13. Thank you. Hopefully we can move up to a tier 2 trade reasonably soon, but we'll have to see about that one. Now there are veggies to the south, but until we've got a farm, Not much point in that. I guess I could... No, there's no way I'd be able to rush back now, unfortunately. No way I'd be able to get back and deliver the skull. So well, that's going to be next sloth day. Remind me in the comments, because I'm going to forget, and then I'll blame you. Right. Well, with all of this food that we just bought, let's go ahead and pop that in here. We didn't end up going to check in on the dairy farm, unfortunately. So we can't yet make pastry dough. A truly, truly sad state of affairs. We've got some onions, though. They have to be low-quality onions, but we can make burgers. Steady hand. A steady hand reduces the chance of making surgical errors. So basically, I eat the peeps so that I can cut the peeps up better to get more meat without damaging the peeps. Ah, the circle of life continues. Very well. I am all about using these apples to make berry juice. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, we can't use the berry juice just yet. We still haven't got many of the recipes unlocked, sadly, but we will get there. We could just make fried eggs. I mean, they're not terrible. They're rather expensive source of food, energy, though, right now. If we had milk, we could make omelets, and that's a much better use of it. But for the time being, we're just going to have to make do with what we got. Let's go ahead and get both of those going. Did I not have the meat with me? Oh, no. Did I put it down here? What a waste. Go and grab that. Yoink. Look, having emergency energy supplies is good. Even if you don't strictly intend to use them, you don't plan on your emergency supplies being used. That's why they're called emergency supplies. Right. Okay, well, let's get all of the flour made. 28 dough out of this. Oh man, that's going to take me a while. So, gobble down some bread to keep going. There we go. And once again, circle of life. I eat the bread so that I can make more bread. Perfect. Right, with all of that, we drop these off. Well, actually, no, not the bread. That should be good enough. 28 dough. And drop the bat wings down here. There we go. Now, if we're lucky, we can make use of that little shortcut there to get back to town a lot faster than we have been doing up to now, but for the time being, this should be good enough. Right, that should give us 28 loaves of bread. Okay, so we get one loaf for each bit of dough, but that's fine, generally speaking. All right, finally time for us to sleep. And with that, for us to end the episode. I really do hope you've enjoyed today's episode. A bit of relearning how the game does things, but we are starting to make progress with our graveyard. We're already starting to make progress with the morgue as well, which I'm particularly happy with, and hopefully we'll be able to start getting going with the farm very, very soon. But until next episode, and as always, do take care, everyone.